Next on Cal High Sports Bay Area, the league season is winding down and the league races are heating up. We'll show you Moreau Catholic battling James Logan, Gunn taking on Wilcox, and Mount Eden takes on Bishop O'Dowd.
Girls hoops include Salesian and St. Mary's, soccer with Mitty and Bellarmine, the two South Bay soccer stars shining on a national level, and the Los Gatos boy dealing with the disease more common than you think. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area, and it starts right now.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. We start this week in the Tri-County Stone Division, where the Albany Cougars come into this week a perfect 6-0 in league and one game ahead of John Sweat.
Yeah, Albany looking good. John Sweat was looking for some revenge and a chance to share the league lead. Sweat losing to Albany in their first meeting, a battle for the top spot in the Stone Division this week. The boys from John Sweat getting ready to take on league-leading Albany, but the Cougars get out of the gate quickly. First half, Josh Friedkin for the Cougars on the break eventually finds a cutting Marcus Simon for the easy 2. Cougs up 4-0. Later, it's Eric Marreri in the corner, skips it to the right wing to Friedkin, who rings in the triple. John Sweat looking to hang around Amir Frazier into Kevin Whitaker for 2, and Sweat cutting the Albany Cougar lead to just 6. But that would be as close as John Sweat would get. Here it's Albany's Billy Tressler and Marreri playing catch. Tressler hits the 3, and the Cougars were up double digits. Then off the steal, it's Simon going coast to coast, gets the layup plus the foul. Simon goes tumbling into the wall, but he was very much okay. Cougars close the half strong. Tressler to Marreri in the corner for 3. Marreri finishing with a game-high 25 points. Second half, more of the same. Tressler with a nice no-look feed inside to Simon, who gets the basket and the foul, and the Cougars just too much in this game. Oscar Burke and Marreri play catch. Burke hits the 3. Albany did a lot of that, and they win this one by 15 to remain undefeated in league play.
The Mission Bear cheer squad is ready to go as they take on the visiting Lincoln Mustangs. First quarter, Bears come up with the steal and heave it down the court to Frank Hall, who will just hand it off to Niami Harris, who finishes it off with an easy lay-in. Bears will look to work it down low, draw the defenders, and then kick it out to a wide open Hall from behind the arc, and he rattles it home. Lincoln looks to respond with some deep ball action of their own as they move it around the line to Joseph Grima, who pulls up and hits nothing but net to force the Bears timeout. More action from Grima, this time showing off his handles and dribbles as he zigzags to the rim, finishing it off with a nice one-handed layup, and we have a close game. And then the second, Bears keep pushing it up to Frank Hall, who lobs a cross-court toss to Laverdis Stallings. He gets it over the defense and lays it right in for the deuce. And after a steal and a break, Grima rushes the ball down court and hands it off to David Lavelle, who gets away up and throws it down with a two-handed slam. And then Niami Harris would take over, this time rushing in from behind the play to come up with a monster block for the Bears, not in Niami's house. And then off the rebound, he would get a full-court breakaway pass, take it straight to the hole, and finish with a one-handed jam as the Mission Bears put on an offensive clinic and run away with this one 97-75. Contra Costa County Sports is brought to you by StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now. Dylan Goy firing up the Ugly Eagles before facing Ignacio Valley at home. And here's Johnny Negretti controlling the ball off a through ball and laying it off to George Regaldo. And Regaldo takes a big shot on goal, but Isaac Salcido saves the score 0-0. But before the end of the first half, Pedro Fernandez shakes off a couple of defenders and finds Taylor Heerman. And Heerman, with his impressive footwork, makes something out of nothing. But the first half ends 0-0. Another opportunity for the Warriors to take the lead off Ramiro Andretti, finding Regaldo inside the 18, but the ball sails wide. And it would be until minute 33 of the second half when Heerman puts Clayton Valley ahead with a low power shot to give the home team the lead and secure the match and first place in the Diablo Valley League. And as you can tell, they were pretty happy about it. Your final 1-0, Clayton Valley. Each week we bring you the Players of the Week, brought to us by the Hip Hop Department in Music Production at the Rikus Center.
The players chosen from last week's games, here are this week's Players of the Week.
Rocky Santa. Balling out for the Cal High Sports.
too fast to comprehend, so hurry now. Balling out that he's mine, the glory bound. Indeed, he deserved all the glory crown. Player of the week, now the story sound. Opposition feeling sorry down with a boring frown, but D Brown scored 22 points, crossing over, twisting every opposition dude's joint, getting to the hoop any way he want. It's not a surprise that a game my boy won. 5'11", playing big dude, displaying sick moves, spraying 3-2 from long range, staying lit too. Yeah.
He got game, how about he got skills? Talking about Goose Person from Piedmont Hills, a long-range marksman, balling for the Pirates as if Goose and Maverick were back as fighter pilots. He poured in 21 points on 7 trays, hypnotically shooting defenders left in a daze. His squad's near the top of the Mount Hamilton division, thanks to Goose's precision, man in the point guard position. Riker Center for the human enhancement. These are your players of the week.
Each week, Muir orthopedic specialists bring us great advice on sports-related injuries. Here's Dr. Craig Weissman with this week's tip.
Runner's knee, also known as patellofemoral pain syndrome, is an injury caused by overuse of the knee joint. Symptoms include pain around the kneecap, swelling, and a feeling of grinding in the knee. Pain symptoms may increase when the knee is used, particularly when walking downstairs or on an incline. Runner's knee is considered an overuse injury, and most often the best way to treat overuse injuries is rest. Participating in alternative activities that don't increase your pain is also advisable. To get to the bottom cause of any type of overuse injury, is always best to have a specialist evaluate your specific situation and plan the course of treatment accordingly.
Coming up, the latest big game in the Wild Mission Valley League as Logan meets Moreau Catholic.
And the Los Gatos wrestler back on the mat after a mysterious illness. Our Stevens Creek Toyota Spirit of Achievement feature is next. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, the leader in innovative sports medicine, is proud to present its new 46,000 square foot facility in Walnut Creek. This new leading edge facility combines high-tech equipment, an Olympic weightlifting area, indoor turf field for training and rehab, and expanded physical therapy facilities. The new Muir Orthopedic facility features efficient and personalized check-in, spacious reception areas, and on-site digital x-rays for fast results. For the best care for your treatment and recovery, visit the doctors at Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
The Riker Center for Human Enhancement offers a range of programs in the athletic fitness department designed to train athletes of all ages and abilities. Our programs range from Rise Up for student athletes 9 and older to Pinnacle and team training sessions for more advanced athletes with a specific far-reaching goal. Or sign up for Core and get a customized workout plan designed for whatever intensity or ability level you want to achieve. From Pinnacle to Core, the Riker Center has a program to help you achieve your goals. So it's simple. If you've got goals, come to the Riker Center.
It's a new season at Stevens Creek Toyota, and we're proud to present this year's all-star lineup. Like home run deals on Camry, the original Swagger Wagon Sienna, and our #1 player, better than par, Prius. Plus experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. They're all here, your hometown champs, only at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose. Visit us online at StevensCreekToyota.com.
We are back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. It's a three-way tie for first place in the Mission Valley League. All three teams with 7-1 records starting the week. Two of those teams, James Logan and Moreau Catholic, meeting this week.
It's a rematch of a game played last month. Moreau won that one on their home court. This time Logan was looking to stay on top at home. It's our NCS Togo's Monster Game, and our Taylor Lambert was there.
Welcome James Logan High School this evening is a big one, and the house is rocking here in Union City, the home of the Colts. Last time James Logan was on our show, they had an absolutely stunning game as they won in the closing seconds against Newark Memorial. They'll try to do the same tonight against a very tough Moreau Catholic team led by Oscar Freyer and Demaria Milstead. Both of these players are absolutely outstanding. I'm setting the over-under at 2.5 for dunks tonight for Oscar Freyer because he really does get up for these games. It's a double entendre. It's the Monster Game. I told these kids I would put them on TV, so there you go, young people. Enjoy it. On to the action, and the guy we were just talking about, Oscar Freyer, doing work, slicing through defenders. Then we take a look at James Logan. Micah Webster Butler up to Nabil Kiro, and Nabil just squeaks by for the bucket. Colts jump out to a 4-point lead. James Logan looking good on their home court early. Ryan Paria to Webster Butler. Micah is a force when he gets into the lane. Hard play to deal with. But Moreau has a bushel of talent. Bushel is a fancy way of saying bunch, and Terrell Brown is a part of that bushel or bunch. And then after intermission, Oscar Freyer shows his stuff on the defensive end with a huge block. So huge, we had to make it huge. But on the same possession, Jordan Gilmet finds his way around the block with a floater, fighting height with smarts. Good man there. Good ball movement for Moreau here. Damari Milstead to Terrell Brown to Brandon Lawrence to make it 38-30 Mariners. Brandon, a nice player. He's kind of the glue for this NC team. Then on the break, Brown with a nice pass up to Milstead as the Mariners are streaking to a 13-1 streak. Bring your green hat. But to close out the third, Jordan McGlory lays it in and wait for the glare. Wait for it. Boom! That's a glare. Moreau up 13 points, but James Logan trying to claw their way back. Jordan to my man, Mike Stedman, and it must be nice to be 6'9". Moreau handling their business, though. Brandon Lawrence fighting for the ball. After all, he's the glue. 59-46 Mariners, and we'll finish it off with Damari Milstead. Still just a junior, feels like he's been on the show forever. Moreau wins this one and is now tied for first with Newark Memorial. Rematch of that game will be played in the regular season finale. That should be a good one.
So when we played Newark, a good team and a disciplined team, we kind of fell apart. You know, it was a tough loss, but it was really a wake-up call for us. It's something that we really needed to work on things, so we're ready to play them again. Tonight, we wanted to come out with intensity. You know, in our league, we don't really get many big games, so we thought today was one of our big games. So we wanted to come out fast. We started slow, but in the second half, we kind of settled down and did what we do.
In Union City with the Togo's Monster Game, I'm Taylor Lambert, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
How you doing? How you doing? The top two teams in the West Catholic League meeting with the league lead on the line. First half, Mitty in control. Andrew Robertson with the shot, but it is just wide. Later in the half, long ball into the box. It's headed over to Jake Serpa. His header is off the crossbar. Right there for Mitty is David Tenorio to head it home, but he is ruled offside. No goal. Late first half, Bellarmine on the attack as Tyler Chen runs onto this one and fires just wide. More bells late in the first. Kobe Carr taps it over to Chen. His shot is deflected by Mitty keeper Chris Romano. Terrific save there. Second half now, Mitty with a late chance as Robertson skips it over to Jota Yamaguchi, but his shot is just wide, and we end in the always thrilling 0-0 tie. The Bells hold on to a 1-point lead over Mitty and St. Francis in league play.
Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Taylor Lambert joins us now with the story of a Los Gatos wrestler with an unusual ailment.
Robert, Los Gatos varsity athlete AJ Trapani wasn't always the biggest athlete on the field, which is no problem. But as those around you continued to grow, AJ's body would not do the same. Numerous medical tests later, the Trapanis would find out the reason behind AJ's slower development and get him all caught up.
You see AJ Trapani on the wrestling mat these days, and he looks like any other senior athlete. He's not the biggest, but he's not small. Well, at least not anymore. See, around junior high, Trapani just stopped growing, out of the blue. And at first, doctors couldn't figure out why.
I got a lot of really impatient at times. Like, it's just almost like, kind of like it's taking so long for me to grow because it did take a long time for me to grow.
And we didn't think much of it. And then a few years would go by and AJ just wasn't growing. He wasn't thriving. He was kind of just suddenly his whole competitive spirit was slipping away, and even he would be in this fog. Like, you would tell him something, he wouldn't have heard it.
After 8th grade, the Trapanis kept insisting to doctors something was wrong with AJ, and after a different set of tests, diagnosis was finally discovered.
I remember I was in a store and I came out and looked at my phone and I had 5 missed calls from the doctor, and I knew something was up.
Doctors found that AJ had celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder where ingesting gluten will damage the small intestine to the point where your body can no longer absorb nutrients. Gluten was actually stunting AJ's growth, while those around him were turning into men.
Hard for me to kind of fit in, and it was like I was kind of feel like left out at times. Like they'd be talking about all these like things about like men do, like shave and stuff. Like I didn't do any of that stuff. I still do that, barely do any of that stuff now. So it was definitely hard.
But it was definitely like we found out. We were like, that explains a lot. Like it made sense. He was always kind of on the shorter end, and that really became apparent freshman year when everyone started growing beards and mustaches, and he was still waiting for his armpit hair.
But as high school began, AJ was only 85 pounds, so he cut out the gluten and started to grow. The Trapanis found out celiac is actually very common, but society as a whole is still pretty oblivious about the disease. An estimated 1 out of 100 people are affected by celiac, but as much as 2.5 million cases in the United States remain undiagnosed.
Just knowing, not every kid's dealt the same hand. And I think that's the lesson there, is that regardless of the hand that each kid's dealt, it's really what they do with that.
Exactly.
But now that AJ's growing, he's standing out more athletically. Trapani was named Most Improved Player on the football team this year.
And wrestling coach Cesar Escudero has seen AJ grow from small middle schooler to confident seniors. AJ nearly placed recently at the huge 70-team Morro Bay Wrestling Tournament.
He had an out-of-body wrestling experience. There's certain things that you witness in sports, some things that are just not supposed to be, not supposed to happen, and that's what I'll remember him by, is just his ability to go beyond.
Now healthy, AJ Trapani looks to finish off his senior wrestling season in style.
I would always tell him, AJ, before it's over, you're going to surprise people. That was my line to him, and I would just keep repeating that. AJ, before it's over, you're going to surprise people.
AJ doing quite well now, having his best wrestling season to date, actually. Young Trapani will be headed to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo next year, where he'll hit the books and probably the beach, if I were him.
Smart guy, too. My daughter Kelly has celiacs, and it can be such a debilitating thing, and you just get off the gluten and you're fine.
You don't even know, and then you cut that gluten out, and then he just sprouted right up.
Yeah, crazy thing. All right, thanks.
All right, One Hit Away brings us great advice and information on concussion treatment and prevention each week.
Here's Darren Sidibaka with this week's tip.
In sports, there are two factors that define our brain's health: if and how we injure it, and how we heal it. If you participate in sports, you are not in control of the if and how, but you are in control of using proven therapies for brain healing. Here are three. Nutrition. For starters, hydrate, eliminate junk food, and add omega-3 fatty acids to your diet. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy. This safe therapy oxygenates the brain and reduces inflammation, thus setting the course for proactive healing. Chiropractic neurology. This brain-based rehabilitation addresses neurological deficits, thus allowing healing to take place. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, a battle in the Mount Hamilton division as Leland beats Gunderson.
But right now, here is our Chevron Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll. Little Kickers is a great soccer program for your child. With coaches trained in child development theory, Little Kickers classes are tailored to meet the specific child's age and ability. This creative approach to coaching will have a positive impact on your child far beyond the soccer field. These fun, high-energy classes at the Silver Creek Sportsplex lead to children with strong physical skills who are well-balanced and confident. Classes are available now for ages 18 months to 9 years. Sign up for Little Kickers at the Silver Creek Sportsplex today.
Guys, I got the jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Spray Dan. Oh, yeah. Don Ovan.
Think that's me?
You guy. It's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So Hat Trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great. Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go, Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
Back at the Plex, where the Leland Chargers come into the week with a 4-game win streak and a chance to shake up the top of the Mount Hamilton division, with star guard James Kelbert and his 24 points a game leading the way.
And the Chargers taking on a Gunderson team tied for the lead and just 1 game ahead of Leland at the start of the week. Grizzlies with 3 players averaging in double digits and looking to stay atop the standings Friday night.
The San Jose State basketball team supporting Leland's Nick Murtha, who was honored at a recent Spartans game. Leland up early from the corner. It's Josh McMillan for 3, but Gunderson grabs the lead as Isaiah Carmichael Foster and Christian Futch played catch. Futch was a load for the Chargers, who just could not find a way to stop this guy. Futch spinning and one right there. Then the Grizz go inside to 6'5" Jake Nowak. Looks like he's right out of Hoosiers, 28-18 Grizzlies. The Chargers battling back late second as Joseph Chen backs up and nails the 3. Third quarter now, a nice interior passing by Gunderson as Futch finds Nowak, and he's not going to miss from there. And now Nowak showing his range, nailing the 3 and the foul. A big play for Gunderson right there. Nowak was pretty excited about it, and the fans, well, they were head over heels happy. But Leland rallies. James Kelbert spinning in the lane and hitting. Oh, the San Jose State guys, did you like that, guys? A nice move by Kelbert. And the Spartans, oh yeah, they were liking that. Then on the break, it's Anthony Lynn. And the Spartans were thinking Lynn's sanity as the Chargers come all the way back, and the Spartans were loving it. The Chargers take a 1-point lead late, but Gunderson finishes strong. Futch powering his way to the rack, and then this play sealed the deal as Nowak hits Futch, and Gunderson remains all alone in first place with the 4-point victory. Futch and Nowak leading the way for Gunderson.
Out to Contra Costa College, where the St. Mary's girls hoop squad hosted Salesian. Salesian undefeated in league play, while St. Mary's has only one loss. As Salesian's Julianne Martin drains the straightaway three. And then it's Mignon Moore running the floor. She's going to take it all the way. Fouled, and the and one would be converted. St. Mary's with some defense, though. Kendi Villa with the steal. She's a real fun player to watch, just a junior trying to keep the Panthers close. Now how about some more Mignon Moore? Long pass up to Bianca Camello as the Salesian Pride start to pull away with a 16-point lead. And the Pride would not let up. Moore again running the break, stops and gets it to Taimane Lisa Hardy, and the lead is up to 20. The Panthers wouldn't give up without a fight, though. DeJohnne Evans up with the steal. Tiara Chin passes it back to Evans, and she's rewarded for the D with 2 of her team-high 13 points. Salesian just pulling away late, though. Bianca inside to Angel Jackson, and the 6'5" freshman puts it away. 24-point lead for the Pride. Jackson again making her presence felt as Angel alters the shot, but DeJohnne Evans is right there to clean it up. Evans just a sophomore. Watch out for her future. But the Pride were just too much on this evening. Angel Jackson to Bianca Camello, and that is your ball game. 62-38 the final, as the Salesian Pride improved to 8-0 in league play.
The MA Bears getting all ready for their game against the Hillsdale Knights. The Fighting Knights starting strong. It's Marissa Odinari taking it herself and coming up with a 3. Keeping the momentum, Rachel John passes back to Odinari. She puts it up high and drops it in for another 3 points. That one brought snow. Hillsdale with a powerful first half. This time it's Emily Nepomensino from way outside, and it's good. And the Knights are up 27-14 in the second. The Bears fighting to stay in the game. Mele Kailahi shooting at the buzzer. She sinks a 3 of her own. It's 30-23 at the half. Looks like the Bears drink some of Michael Jordan's secret stuff during the half. Look at Alani Bear with the steal and driving it all the way in for the layup. Kailahi with another shot from outside, plus the foul, and makes the 3. She makes the follow-up free throw. That's a 4-point play. These girls are on fire. It's Megan Sparrow this time putting up another 3, and the Bears lead at 53-32 with just seconds remaining. It's Erica Fisher. You guessed it, another 3-pointer. The Bears putting up 42 points and only allowing 5 in the second half to win at 65-35. Service by Medallion honors teamwork and teammates who partner together to make great plays. This week's play comes from the Lee girls soccer team. Emily Smith into the 18, slides it to Samantha Pillsbury, who slides it even further to Avery Canella for the goal.
Great teamwork there, just as Service by Medallion partners with its customers to provide great janitorial and facility support services for Silicon Valley's best companies. Coming up, the game of the week with Wilcox taking on Gunn.
And later, Bellarmine meeting Mitty as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues.
Hi, my name's Tony Clifford, Chief Operating Officer at First National Bank of Northern California and former San Ignatius Wildcat.
Our bank is owned and operated locally by people who treat our customers like family. You can trust us to give your family or business the best banking services from a bank that's been around for over 50 years. And now we're in Sunnyvale at 425 South Matilda.
Try something old as something new at First National Bank of Northern California.
When an athlete is injured, you need the right help right away. StatMed Urgent Care has only experienced medical specialists on duty 7 days a week. With no appointment needed, on-site x-ray labs, and private exam rooms, you'll receive the best possible care right away. For immediate medical issues to routine care, StatMed has 2 locations in downtown Lafayette and in the Pleasant Hill Concord area near the Sun Valley Mall. StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
Playing high school and college basketball taught me the value of teamwork while learning leadership and problem-solving skills. Sports are an excellent way for kids to prepare for the real world, as well as the importance of staying physically fit. I use these skills every day in my job as an officer with the San Jose Police Department. Being a police officer allows me to use what I have learned while serving my community.
Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department. Be the force for greatness.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Muir Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. By First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities. By the San Jose Police Department. Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department. And by Catering by 5, outstanding meals for your next party wherever it is. Catering by 5, High Five Pizza, and High Five at the Plex.
To the De Anza division now, where the Gun Titans have a 2-game lead over the rest of the field with just 5 games to play.
One of the teams in second place are the Chargers from Wilcox. We're going to knock off the league leaders at home this week. It's the game of the week. Our Taylor Lambert was there.
Wilcox Chargers getting instruction from Coach Robert Toloy. Good guy, good coach, and he has some good players on his team as well. Jace Wycliffe for the home team grabs his own rebound and puts it back in the early going. Then we'll head to the Gun side. Jonathan Davis with the steal. He'll take it all the way to the other way to make it 20-15 Gun in the second. Wilcox is not phased. They can really whip the ball around. Manu Turi with the floater, and it drops. Good play. Chargers take the lead into the second half and then lengthen it on this Christian Fitzpatrick drive. Fitz finished with 23 in the game. Wilcox up 9. We saw Jace Wycliffe doing work inside earlier. Now he's doing it from distance, and this was just passed to me. Breaking news. Jace is good. Chargers up 13 at this point, but Gun would make a little run. Jeffrey Lee Heidenrich sets up Jeff Wilson, then Alex Gill will muscle his way into the lane for 2 more, but Gun would still be down double digits. 3 minutes to play now, and Chad Go drives into the lane. Go, Chad, go! Dishes to Turi for the pretty play. Then Chad sets up another bucket in the closing minute. This time Chad goes to Raymond Toloy, and that's your ball game. 86-73 final as we catch up with the Chargers after the big win. We are here at Wilcox High School, home of the Chargers. They just got a big one right here. Let's meet them. Let's go! All right. Even those guys in the background trying to get on. We're here with Axel Zaroli. A big win tonight. You guys come within 1 game of first place in league. What was going on for you guys tonight?
Man, it's just our pressure. I don't really think any team in the league can keep up with our pressure when we're all on the same page because we just crush teams.
During halftime, I was talking to some people in the stands, and they said if they're going to play our game, Wilcox is going to win this one. Did you kind of force them to play your game?
Yeah, we try to get teams to play with our tempo. We control the tempo of the game, and then if they can't keep up, then, I got to give it to Gun, though. They fought hard. They beat us the first time, but, in our house, we had to get that W.
Definitely, yeah. Gun, a very good team. We'll go over to Jace Wycliffe over here. Had a huge game both on the offensive and defensive sides. What are you kind of doing? It seems like you're the leader on this team, maybe. What are you trying to do to lead on this team?
I just try to lead by what I do, stay true to my word, play hard, try to get these guys involved by my actions. Follow my word.
And you put some buckets in today, but I was really impressed by your defense. You covered Alex Gill a lot for Gun. He's a really terrific player, and you held him to not his average as he usually gets. Talk about guarding him a little bit.
I played against him a couple times before JV, so I just try to lock down, sit down in my stance, and just do my best.
All right, awesome. Go over to Manu Turi over here. Had a great game, some clutch buckets down the stretch right there. Talk about this team. You guys all hooting and hollering. You guys, I'm guessing you get along pretty well?
Yeah, all of our energy just comes from the bench, and we just thank them, and then we just continue to fight for the Butler family, and we thank God, and we continue to pray to Him and heal their family and bless them, and we just thank Him for everything that He's done for us.
Awesome. We're actually going to have a story on the Butlers here in a couple weeks. Make sure you stay tuned for that. But for now, that's all from us here at Wilcox High School. Chargers, take us out.
Hercules 6-0 in league, traveling to John Sweat Monday night. Started the first, Alexis Genosio dribbling around the baseline. She puts it in for 2 and draws the foul. Off the inbound pass, the Titans' Amarius Howard capitalizes with the layup. It's now 7-2 Hercules. Second quarter, Sweat trailing by 5. Kayla Orzoko muscles up and gets the lucky roll, cutting the deficit to just 3. And then it's Orzoko, this time on the assist. She gets the steal and passes to Eva Dominius for the easy bucket, and we are locked up at 10 apiece. But the Titans step up big here to end the quarter. Off the miss, it's Maya Murray-Pena fighting for the rebound and then draining the jumper to give her squad the 15-12 lead. Third quarter now, Hercules starting right where they left off. Tamara McNeil passes to Layla Jones, and it's Jones getting into the mix. Titans up 7. Fourth quarter, more of the same. Alyssa Rodriguez shoots from long range and hits. It's 26-21 Hercules. Sweat kept fighting, and so did Kayla Orzoko. Another steal here, and she's going to take this one the length of the court. Great hustle by the captain, but just too much Titans in this one. Tamara McNeil doing her job down low, and the Hercules Titans get the victory 35-28 and in sole possession of first place in the Tri-County Stone Division. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week. This award honors student athletes who volunteer in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer goes to Valerie Weed from Lee High School. A senior on the Longhorn soccer team, Valerie volunteers her time with a variety of activities. Through her church, Valerie has traveled to Mexico to help build an orphanage. Valerie also volunteers her time with an organization called Sisters of Society, where they raise money for a Best Buddies prom for special needs students. And if that weren't enough, she tutors and coaches field hockey whenever she has a little free time. A talented young lady, Valerie talks about the joy of volunteering.
I just really like helping people, and it makes me feel good, and it just puts me in a better mood by helping other people and just knowing that I'm making a difference in someone else's life.
Hi, this is Ben Conant from Archbishop Midi. Stay tuned for Midi vs. Bellarmine highlights. Go Monarchs!
And the story of the South Bay Soccer Stars and their spotlight on the national level next.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Mere Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. By First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities.
The West Catholic League is being dominated by St. Francis this season, with 4 teams now fighting it out for second place.
2 of those teams, Midi and Bellarmine, meeting this week. Mitch Newman and James Rogers with the longest handshake ever. This thing went on for hours. Tight first half with not much scoring. Riley Grigsby, an outstanding sophomore for the Monarchs, spins and hits the floater. The Bell's Jake Wojcik was about to have a game. Jake gets one of his 2 first-quarter threes right there, but lots of defense in the first half. Grigsby sending it right at us. That is a block shot. Game tied at 15 all in the third. Grigsby for 3, and Riley gives Midi a 3-point lead. Then Grigsby in transition to Mike Diaz. Can we get this guy on the football team? Nobody died, so no foul, and Diaz ends up with 2. And then Kyle Peterson gets hot, nailing a long 3 here. Midi leads by as much as 7 late, but this guy Wojcik had an answer every time. Jake slithers free and nails the long jumper. The Bells lead by 1, 5 minutes to play. Here's Peterson again, and again Kyle hits to put Midi back on top. Bells down by 2. Clock winding down, and Angelo Athens comes up huge as he calmly hits the short jumper to tie the game. They put 1.7 back on the clock. Midi with a chance to win, but Grigsby's half-court shot is oh so close, but no, and we go to overtime. In the OT, Midi leads by as much as 5. Peterson with a long 2. Bells down by 4, 1 minute to play. It's Athens again coming up huge to bring the Bells within 1. Final seconds now. The Bells still down by 1 as Wojcik pump fake draws the foul. Jake hits both free throws. The Bells up by 1. Midi's last second shot is blocked, and Bellarmine celebrates a thrilling overtime win. The Bell boys loving it. Both teams 5-4 now in league. After this one, Wojcik leading the Bellarmine Bells to victory with 24.
The Overfelt band and crowd ready to go as the Royals take on Lincoln. The Lions starting things off. Vanessa Azur passes to Liv Brashers, and she knocks one down from long range. That's the first 3 in the game. More Lincoln. Azur over to Sarah Greenhall. She passes to Michaela Arashman Singh, and check out the backwards pass back to Greenhall for 2. 7-0 Lions. But back comes Overfelt. Erica Lynn Roflox finds Francesca Gogni. Gogni nothing but net, and they pull within 2. Lincoln trailing by 2. Strong passing here. Greenhall to Azur. Azur on the assist to Arashman Singh, and we are all tied up at 11 apiece. Still tie ball game. Looks like it's going to be a Royals turnover, but check out Genevieve Pritchard fighting for the ball and getting the hard-fought 2, taking a 2-point lead. Third quarter, Royals down 3. Pritchard with a perfect pass to Gogni for 2. And then it's Pritchard continuing her highlight reel with a pass to Gogni, and it's back to Pritchard for the deuce to pull within 1, 29-28. You might say deja vu here. Identical play. Pritchard up to Gogni, back to Pritchard, and the Overfelt comeback is complete. The Royals come from behind and get the victory 51-44, knocking off first place Lincoln. Each week we bring you stories of athletes who are outstanding for a variety of reasons.
Reporter Jack Washer joins us now with the story of 2 South Bay soccer stars who are getting attention on the national level.
That's right, Robert. Emily Smith and Naomi Germa are 2 of the top girls soccer players here in the Bay Area. They've captured the attention from everyone around here, but now they're taking their games to the national stage. When Naomi Germa steps out onto the soccer field, it's clear she's a special player, but she isn't your typical athlete.
You just have a gifted athletic player that just wants to play the game and is inspiring others around her with her play, with her demeanor.
The benefit she provides for her team doesn't always show up in the stats, but numbers don't define her game.
She could easily have, 23 goals here in 4 games, but that's not the case. She's spreading the wealth. And, I challenge anybody to find another player that's like that.
3 miles across town at Lee High School, Emily Smith is dribbling by defenders.
She gets the ball and she sees a defender coming out here and she just stands there and you can see she's just like, I'm gonna beat you.
Girma and Smith are 2 of the best girls soccer players in the nation. They made the U.S. U17 national team and will represent Team USA, pairing them with the best of the best.
It's an honor to represent my country. It's really, really exciting, and it's just overall been a really humbling experience.
Everyone's like normal, so they're not like you would think they'd be different, but everyone's cool and normal, so it was a good experience.
The commitment to U.S. soccer requires both girls to miss time from their high school team. Their coaches understand, but celebrate their return.
When she comes back, she's missed, and the girls really get pumped up and their intensity increases just with her presence on the field.
2 girls who are playing at the highest level with the national team, on top of 8 to 9 months with their club teams, chose to play high school soccer, something some club players avoid. But Emily and Naomi want to play. It's not about the spotlight for them, it's about being a high school athlete.
Love the high school environment, just being with our school friends and coming out here and playing in a game. I just love the friendly environment.
Here she's with her friends. She gets to hang out with them afterwards and gets to talk to them and experience life with them outside of the rigmarole of a crazy, hectic life she has.
This is a break from club. You're supposed to be having fun, staying fit, working hard, and getting better. But you're just out here to have fun. It's not about getting anywhere.
Missing time from their teams also means missing school. Just another challenge they're kicking out of the way.
Time management and how to do my homework and go to practice and hang out with people and still not feel like soccer's taking over my life.
2 top athletes representing their school, their city, and their country. Their talents will take them many places, but the memories they make here with their high school friends are the ones they'll cherish forever. Well, Emily and Naomi were both excited when they found out another girl from the Bay Area was on the U17 national team. It was so exciting. I asked Naomi, so you guys are best friends? She's like, we're working our way there. I was like, so what do you have in common? She's like, we both like the Warriors. I'm like, that's a great place to start.
It is. Who doesn't like the Warriors?
Yeah, who doesn't like the Warriors?
Marissa, no, you don't like the Warriors.
I like the Warriors.
Former Laker fan.
No.
Unbelievable.
No. See, putting me on blast over here. All right. Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field. This week, doing the dirty work is Kamari Wright for Salesian. Kamari setting the screen for Jamario Bibb, who finishes. Kamari Wright doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions.
You can find all of the elements to our show on our YouTube site. There's a tab on the site on our CalHighSportsBayArea.com website. Be sure to subscribe while you're there to get updates on new videos.
And you can buy DVD copies of every game you see on the show tonight. Just go to our CalHighSportsBayArea.com website and order your game right there. Coming up, the Togos NCS Monster Game as Mount Eden battles Bishop O'Dowd.
And later, El Cerrito meets St. Patrick St. Vincent as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues. Club Sport at the Silver Creek Sportsplex is fitness for the entire family. Mom can feel secure in one of 120 individual fitness classes while the children play in the Child Care Center or learn to swim in the Club Sport pool. Dad gets a great workout in the state-of-the-art cardio and weight training area. Classes range from Zumba to aquatics and everything in between. No matter what your fitness goals are, Club Sport welcomes everyone. Club Sport San Jose has something for the entire family. Devcon Construction is number one in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers' new stadium and for the new Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, St. Francis, St. Ignatius, and Mitty wanted the very best, on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
I definitely got a lot faster. A couple days after I did my first class, I improved my 60 time at a showcase by 0.3 seconds, which is outstanding. Well, definitely working on the form component. I usually run upright where you're supposed to have your chest at a 45-degree angle. We worked on that and worked on it until I could actually feel myself when I did something wrong. But definitely that improved 60 time helped, and a lot of coaches came up to me and talked to me after that. It doesn't matter whether you're the biggest guy or the smallest guy in the gym. You're always treated the same, and it's just a great place to be.
This is Dr. Michael Miklich of Muir Orthopedic Specialists on the sideline with the Monte Vista High School Mustangs. And you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Back at the Sportsplex with action in the West Alameda County League, where Mount Eden is undefeated in league play and looking like a power in the East Bay.
The Monarchs facing their latest challenge against Bishop O'Dowd at the Dragon Dome this week. It's our NCS Togo's Monster Game. Our Jack Washer was there.
This is a game when people saw it on the schedule. No one predicted the records for both of these teams. With Mount Eden at 20-3, the Monarchs are having an unprecedented season with 20 wins. They've already eclipsed their win total from the past 2 years combined in this Bishop O'Dowd team. They're very young. The record doesn't indicate defending state champions, hovering right around 500. The Lou Ritchie team has been tested, and they're ready for league play. It should be a good one as Mount Eden and Bishop O'Dowd square off in this week's Togo's Monster Game.
We get this highlight going from long distance. Cameron Patterson out to BJ Shaw. Corner pocket. Dragons out fast in this one. Monarchs coming right back. It's Frederick Steen. Goes back door to Patrick Ramos. Takes the contact and the foul. Physical play all night from both squads. Ramos at it again, but freshman Raymond Hawkins on special duty tonight, courtesy of the SWAT team. Back the other way we go. Elijah Hardy, nifty moves, and he gets the layup right before the half. Camden Young Harris gets 2, and it was BOD by 2 in what was a low-scoring first half, 17-15 Dragons. Second half, though, more excitement. Hardy dishes to Shaw on the left wing. Shaw goes right back to Hardy. Quick release from the top of the key is good, and the Dragons extend their lead. But the Monarchs always had an answer. Ramos loses a handle, but Jacob Smith, right place, right time, and for that, he's rewarded with a bucket. Then, off the miss, is BOD with the ball. Jeff O'Keefe, though, not giving up on the play. He gets a steal, the basket, the foul, the three-point play, pretty much everything. Fourth quarter now, it's Ramos going to work. Nice backdoor cut. Somehow avoids the contact and hits the underhand floater, falling away under a minute to go. Dragons down 4. Nassim Gaskin feeds Shaw for 3, and the lead is down to 1. Right back comes Mount Eden. Ramos ahead to O'Keefe, who finds Steen all alone under the basket. Layup puts the Monarchs up 3. Last chance for BOD, down 1. 5 seconds to go, but the shot from the top of the key is just off the mark. Monarchs hold on to win 49-48. What a turnaround season the Monarchs are having, and Mr. Ramos is going to tell us why.
This year we're more mature. We had a lot of returners, and all the starts from last year are the starters this year, and this year we just wanted more. It shows that we could beat anybody. Don't sleep on us.
In Oakland with the Monster Game, I'm Jack Washer, Cal High Sports, Bay Area.
Salesian and the Bruins from St. Patrick St. Vincent meeting in the first round of the Tri-County League Tournament. First half, Louise Perriott for the Bruins goes for the long-distance shot, but it just sails over the bar. We stay scoreless. Second half, the fun begins. Grace Quintos ahead to Emily Towson. Thompson races in and rockets one home to put the Bruins on the scoreboard. The Pride comes right back off a loose scramble. Sarabi Tostado comes up with it, hits it with her left foot, and just has enough to sneak it into the goal to tie the score. Late second half, Thompson lines up for the free kick, rips it off the crossbar and down. The referee, though, claimed the ball crossed the goal line, so it's a goal, 2-1 Bruins. Thompson would get the hat trick here, a special player. She's headed to Sonoma State in the fall, and the senior co-captain guiding the Bruins to a 3-1 victory and on to the next round of the Tri-County League Tournament on the hat trick from Thompson. The Pinewood Panthers are once again one of the state's very best teams this year.
Girls meeting with our Ryan Black this week to talk about their fine season.
We're here at the Rikas Center in Menlo Park on Edison Way. The Rikas Center, where goals are achieved.
Here they are, the number 17th ranked team in California, the Pinewood Panthers. Let's meet them. Leading off, I'm here with Aaron Poindexter McCann. Aaron, one look at your stat sheet, 89 threes, only 45 twos. Talk about a little bit what it's like for playing with Coach Schepler and his offense.
I mean, what I like to do most is shoot threes, so it's awesome how I just get to be on the perimeter and do what I like to do best. And I just love playing for Doc. Everything that we work on in practice, you can see in the games, like defense, for an example. And it's like one of my favorite parts is playing defense with our team, so, yep.
What does Doc specifically do to really motivate you?
Just like our pregame talks about, I don't know, he's just like a motivating person, I guess. And like we all want to make him proud and we want to play good for him and for my teammates, and we just push each other up, so.
Awesome. All right, moving on. In the middle, we are with Hannah Jump, the leading scorer as a freshman for Pinewood, over 11 points a game. Hannah, talk about how you've kind of exploded onto the scene in your first year of high school basketball.
Well, I feel like I fit in really well here. I feel like I gel with the team really well, and we work well together, so it's
awesome. All right, and last but not least, certainly not least, the captain of the Pinewood Panthers, Michaela Topper, only a junior but a very young team. You were on the team 2 years ago when you won the state championship. Fell a bit short last year. What's it going to take this year to win that state championship again?
Well, I think this year we have something new, is really good team chemistry, so we just all have to work together. And we did suffer the loss of our point guard and another guard, Priya, this year, but we just all have to work together, and defense is really key, and I think we can go as far as we take it.
Awesome. All right, well, that will do it for us from here at the Rikas Center. All right, ladies, the floor is yours.
Compete on three. 1, 2, 3, compete!
Coming up, action from the Tri-County Rock Division as El Cerrito meets St. Patrick St. Vincent.
But first, here is our Chevron Top 10 Boys Basketball Poll.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By Lexus of Stevens Creek. Lexus of Stevens Creek is once again sponsoring the Volunteer Scholarship Award. 5 scholarships worth a total of $10,000 will be handed out at the annual Cal High Sports Banquet. By Tony and Alba's Pizza and Pasta. Come check out our sports event packages. And by the Rikas Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
The Tri-County Rock Division is a tight race with 4 teams within 2 games of first-place Salesian.
And St. Patrick St. Vincent is just 1 game out with juniors B.J. Stanley and Tavion Henderson leading the Bruins scoring attack. El Cerrito is paced by our friend Saeed Pritchett, one of the Bay Area's very best. Bruins and Gauchos meeting this week.
The El Cerrito cheer squad was riled up to cheer on their boys as they hosted St. Patrick St. Vincent. SPSV jumps out to the quick start as B.J. Stanley collects the steal and races down the floor for the nifty finish, and the Bruins lead 11-3. More SPSV as Romeo's Mays kicks it out to Tavion Henderson, who gets the friendly roll, and it looks like a blowout, 18-6. The back come to Gauchos, however, as Sharab Nima swings it to Jacob Smith, who splashes one home from distance, and the lead is cut to 8. El Cerrito getting out and running now as Montana bound Saeed Pritchett finishes the hoop and the harm for the nice and one. Pritchett can get it done on defense as well as he picks off the pass and takes it to the rack for the beautiful up and under, and it's a 2-point game. We weren't joking when he said he could play defense. Saeed says sayonara to this shot for the huge block, and back comes SPSV as Henderson takes it up strong for the and one. More Tavion Henderson here as the first shot won't go, but number 21 would fly in for the putback and the 4-point lead. El Cerrito would have an answer as Trey Gary flies into the lane, splits 2 defenders for the reverse lay-in. Henderson just as impressive at the other end, though, with a nifty reverse finish of his own. Only 30 seconds left now, and SPSV is down 2 and in need of a stop when Naima hosts the 3 and nails it, icing on the cake for the Gauchos, and they get the big victory, 58-54.
Jewish Communities Noah Marcus and Ben Michelson getting ready to go against first place Alma Heights. The Eagles from Alma Heights hot early. This is Spencer Panis just inside the arc for a long 2. Moments later, Lucas Sato behind the arc for a 3, and the Eagles are up 5-0 to start the game. Jewish Community has an outstanding player. This is Jordan Kimmel. Jordan working on the block and goes left hand for the bucket, but Alma Heights extends its lead. Ray Soriano, a strong drive to the rack, and he finishes 13-8 Eagles. Later in the half, it's Panis with the steal, and then a nice move at the bucket for 2. Alma Heights still up by 5. Second half, and the Eagles go inside to their big man, Eric Ma'alona, who gets the bucket and the foul, 21-16 Eagles. But the Wolves keeping it close as Kimmel nails the fadeaway in the key. And now look at Ben Michelson breaking down the defender. Oh my, and then flies into the lane to bank it home. That was nice. But Alma Heights extends its lead late, beating the press. Ma'alona to Carlos Santos to Hugo Myron for 2. And then Myron driving the baseline, then drops it off to Ma'alona as Alma Heights now with a 2-game lead with 2 games to play in the private school league. Ma'alona leading the way with 14.
Handshakes all around as first place presentation travels to Mitty in a Big West Catholic League game. Beginning of the first half, lots of energy from the Monarchs off the corner. The ball is deflected off Sophia Mendoza to teammate Paris Fox for the goal and the 1-0 lead. Mitty still pressing on offense in the first. Nice passing upfield, but the shot is going to sail over the net to keep the Monarchs lead at 1. And then off the free kick, good placement in front of the net, but the header is just high of the goalpost, and we head to the second half. The Panthers trying to get something going after intermission, but Jessica Lima makes the grab there to preserve the Monarchs' advantage. Mitty looking for some more insurance late in the second. Sophia Mendoza with a gorgeous pass to Haley Smith. Smith with the perfect kick for the goal, and the Monarchs win 2-0 and are now 5-1-2 in the West Catholic League.
DGDG.com is with us every week featuring a play that made everyone happy. This week's play goes to the Bellarmine Bells. The Bells came back twice in a Big West Catholic League game to get the victory, and they were pretty happy about it, and so were the fans in the balcony. Go to DGDG.com to see how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the play of the week. Here's one of the contenders. We'll announce the winners next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rica Center.
I'm Kevin Sugawara, and today's training tip is a resist rotation. So you're going to start with your hands out in front of your chest with your arms straight. And in this movement, you want to make sure you're activating your core to resist the tension. Now, to make this more dynamic, we can have a little turn away to create more tension, and then slowly return back to the starting position.
The winner of the play of the week will receive an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet May 23rd at Levi's Stadium, thanks to the San Francisco 49ers.
And here it is, the play of the week.
Play of the week.
Mignon Moore doing her job on defense and then doing double duty and assisting Bianca Camello for the bucket. Big win for the Salesian Pride. The Gauchos' Trey Gray going between defenders for the reverse layup. That looked far too easy for Gray. Ben Michelson showing off his moves, breaking ankles left and right, and then driving into the paint for the bucket. Tavion Henderson from SPSV also showing off some moves with the acrobatic layup. Out to the pitch, a Big West Catholic League tussle. Sophia Mendoza passes to Haley Smith. Smith hustling down the field and slips it past the keeper for the goal. And you have to see it to believe it. Gavin Tomerlin with the full court shot. We couldn't believe it either. Gavin on the JV squad, so he is ineligible for play of the week, but we loved it so much, we are showing it to you twice. The play of the week goes to Taylor Heerman from Clayton Valley. Taylor catches the pass and does a nice job keeping the ball in front of him, beating out the defender for the goal. Fly high like an ugly eagle, Taylor, because you're coming to the Cal High Sports Bay Area banquet.
So JV players ineligible for play of the week.
But a spectacular play.
It was a spectacular play, but didn't get play of the week.
That's okay.
Next time. He's only a sophomore. Got plenty more chances. That's the play of the week, and that's Cal High Sports Bay Area for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Join us next week when we meet the Gunderson athlete collecting books and helping those in need. We'll see you then.